Is this going to be your first time visiting the Grand Canyon? Right now, we are going to give you 4 itineraries that will give you grand ideas and help you plan how many days you want to stay at the Grand Canyon and what you want to do with them. We are going to focus on first-time hiking and bike rides in the Grand Canyon. If you are ready for grand views, elk, bighorn sheep, and some of the best casual biking in the United States, then let's get started. If we only had one day in the Grand Canyon, we would want to hike down into the Grand Canyon a little and see as many views of the canyon as we could. Due to the weather of the Grand Canyon and the number of people on the trail, we would start our day hiking South Kaibab Trail to Ooh Aah Point. Compared to Bright Angel, we feel this is the easier hike and will provide most people with enough energy to take on our next recommendation. South Kaibab Trail was the National Park Service response to the fee people had to pay to hike Bright Angel Trail at the time and was the first rim-to-rim hike in the Grand Canyon. Ooh Aah Point also provides one of the best views in the park. We'll put a link in our description with a video for more details on this hike. We are going to add on more hikes and now tell you about the best biking in the park. After resting up a bit, either in the village or near the visitor center, we would bike from Bright Angel Trail on the west end of the village to Hermit for some ice cream. This is a moderate bike ride with elevation changes, so if you have any doubts, you may want to rent an e-bike from Bright Angel Bicycles. We'll put a link in our description to their website. The ride will take you where only shuttles can go, as well as a special bike trail near Hermit. This ride will get you away from other travelers and to some of the best rim views of the Colorado River. Again, we will put a link in our description to more details about this ride. We'll tell you a little later how many days in the Grand Canyon were right for us and why, and check our description for the hydration pack we recommend as well as other items to consider for your trip. One thing to note is that we camped at Trailer Village and brought our own food, so your experience may be different if you need to find a market and restaurants. This allowed us to maximize our outdoor time. If we had 2 days in the Grand Canyon, we would try to pack in a lot. The first morning, we would hike Bright Angel Trail to the 1.5 mile rest house. This is a difficult hike, and you should plan on 3 to 4 hours plus preparation and recovery time. For more on this hike, check out the video we have linked in our description. The rest of the day, we would recommend touring the village and visitor center and hanging out around the South Rim Trail. Day 2, ride bikes out to Yaki Point first thing in the morning, and then hike South Kaibab Trail to Ooh Aah Point. Biking to Yaki Point is only recommended if you are staying in the park at the campgrounds or village. Otherwise, it may make more sense to use the shuttle service. If you have energy left, bike from Bright Angel Trail to Hermit in the afternoon. As you might guess, this is a full day and not for everyone. Stay until the end for the most important thing to consider in any of these itineraries. If you are like us, you like to get out and enjoy the outdoors. The biking and hiking on these lists maximize your time and help you explore the most of the South Rim. Fill in any of the additional time with smaller items around the Grand Canyon. Our 3-day itinerary would do everything in the 2-day, but would give you another day to complete the 2 bike rides and the 2 hikes. This would also give you more time in the village and the visitor center to explore and relax. We would hike Bright Angel Trail in the morning of day 1 and hang out in the village in the afternoon. Day 2, ride bikes out to Yaki Point and hike South Kaibab Trail to Ooh Aah Point. We have a video linked in our description for this bike ride. Day 3, used to bike from the village and Bright Angel out to Hermit for some amazing views and ice cream. We don't feel 3 days is enough time to explore the Grand Canyon. 4 days would give you more time for all of these while going to restaurants, relaxing at the lodge or campgrounds, and maybe extending your hikes and driving further east along the rim to the far entrance. We really feel Bright Angel Trail should be done day 1 when you have the most energy. Day 2, recover by hiking the South Rim Trail from Bright Angel to Mather Point and beyond if you like and include time in the village to explore. Day 3, bike to Yaki Point and hike South Kaibab to Ooh Aah Point. Day 4, bike ride from the village to Hermit for ice cream. If you are interested in biking out to Hermit watch the linked video in our description. You may have other expectations for your trip, and we hope these plans and this next tip help you decide what is right for you. As you decide what you like to do, remember that the rim is 7,000 feet above sea level. Altitude could affect your ability to take on these hikes and bike rides. Acclimate to the altitude, drink plenty of water, and include an extra day if you think you will need it. To continue planning, watch this next video.